You're having a Joe Brogan encounter.
It's time for the Joe Brogan encounter. I'm your host, Joe Brogan. This is a show for manly men and super cool dudes. Um, Today's episode, we have a special guest. He is an interdimensional demon, which I accidentally summoned while on Ripto Crypto. I made a couple bad trades and opened up a portal to hell, in which the interdimensional demon entered from a different dimension and a different parallel universe, and now he's going to be a guest on the show. So we're pretty excited about that. Like Luzabel couldn't pull that one off. An interdimensional demon. Anyway, today's episode. Today's episode is brought to you by a very important product. It's Leg Lock Insurance. Women love getting pregnant. They love it. I mean, like, nothing more than getting pregnant. That's just all they want to do. And so, so us guys, we got to be careful, and that's why there's Leg Lock Insurance. This is going to keep you guys from going out there and having sex with women and then ejaculating inside them and then them getting pregnant from that. This is going to protect you from that part when she locks her legs onto you and forces you to have a baby with her. No more with Leg Lock Insurance. No. This is the number one issue with a lot of guys on a couple message boards that I hang out on, say. And so that this is why this is a passionate one to me. And just women love getting pregnant so much. Leg Lock Insurance has protected me from at least probably maybe one leg lock pregnancy, I'd say. At least probably. Yeah. I mean, it could have. It was, I mean, like, it's debatable whether or not we actually would have hooked up. The way it works is it's an app. You hire Leg Lock Insurance agents to show up and watch you as you fornicate with your chosen lady. Or man, we don't discriminate for that. It'll put a Leg Lock Insurance agent in the same room as you as you're having sex. And they will watch to make sure that when you climax, that the woman does not perform a leg lock lockdown on you. So this is super important, and all guys know what can happen, like especially on those message boards. So you can even get more than one leg lock insurance agent. You can have up to 5 at a time in one room, just in case. Some of them are you never can be too careful. Like, if only maybe they would have some sort of like male birth control, like a medication or like a pill or a surgery or that's a lot to keep track of. Anyway, Leg Lock Insurance, that's going to take care of you, bros. Don't let those women get pregnant with you because they love getting pregnant. Leg Lock Insurance. Welcome back to the Joe Brogan encounter. We are talking with Interdimensional Demon. I've already kind of spilled the beans a little bit about how he got here. I was summoned after you sold your crypto for a terrible loss. And I was so dead, brought me back from hell to teach humanity a lesson for your failures as a crypto investor. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, so you came out after my margin calls didn't work out. So you escaped after I went bankrupt. And now you're here to do what? And I will digest all of humanity's hopes and dreams. And I will destroy them through my stomach and my black hole, lead them into another galaxy in a different dimension on parallel universe. oh, you're here to ingest all of humanity's dreams and hopes into a future of nightmares. Uh, oh, that's pretty kick ass. Yeah, like how did so, dude? This is some cool shoes. What kind of? I saw your ride pull up. What kind of ride is that?
That is a cyber truck.
Oh, real cool, cool. Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like a new Saturn or something, like, because the build quality's so junky. I thought maybe like it was like an old model I hadn't heard of or something. Because yeah, just the design of it, just awful. Like
It does leave something to be desired. I was driving it on the way here earlier, and the headlight exploded.
and then like the stuff like falling off of it. Jesus.
Carpet pads have nothing. Yes, it gave me diarrhea. I had to stop at a 7-Eleven and blow up the bathroom.
Do you smell that in the studio?
Oh, God.
So you've been to hell. Does that smell worse than like hell, dude? Like
Smells like a demon's toilet. The worst smell in the universe.
dude,
What got you started in the crypto market?
I started doing the crypto because it started giving me the same feel of like when you win big on sports books, and so it's like that's pretty cool, and I'm not like a gambling addict or nothing, but like I've lost a few $1,000s on there, I'd say, but nothing. Well, I mean, I guess I summoned a demon, but anyway, yeah, I remember the first time, like I ever this real fond memory of gambling because it was like good times with my pops. Like I remember like a couple times a year, uh, he would take the day off of work, and I would get off. He'd bring me out of school, and we would go out to the horse track, and we would watch the ponies. And some days he'd do real good. He'd buy me a hot dog. We'd eat the hot dog. It was delicious. Maybe a big soda. He'd be like, "Yeah, we're in the money, boy." Like all those classic things. And then give me a second hot dog. But then sometimes, oh man, sometimes he did not do good. Well, most of the time, really, like he would always start off with like a lot of optimism and hope in him. He'd be like, okay, well, we're starting off rough. We're starting off rough, but we'll get it back. We're gonna rally. You'll see. And and then sometimes it wouldn't work out, and he'd start getting like real mad, he'd start like he would one time I remember like he like punched a wall and it broke and they made him pay for it. It was just like, Dad, that's so silly, And and then sometimes he would just have such a terrible day, and he'd be like, okay, like be banging on the steering wheel and the dashboard of the car. And then he'd like go, okay, it's gonna be okay. Daddy's just okay. I got a I can take care of this. And we would go to the 7-Eleven, and he would buy he would go to the ATM first because you couldn't buy the scratch off tickets with a debit card, and he'd go over there and he'd buy a beer, and he'd buy as many scratch off tickets as he could. And he said, "Hey buddy, Daddy's got to go to work," and he'd start scratching them off, and sometimes he'd win. And one time he won like a whole $1,000, and that was pretty cool. Like he bought like one of those rose things to give to Mom, from the counter, and she was so happy and so proud of him when he won that $1,000. But most of the time, like he would end up losing, and like he'd rip up the tickets, and he'd like say something. Well, I don't. He was of a different time, so I don't know that they might have just talked to people like customer service people like that back then. But and yeah, and then he'd buy me a Slurpee and tell me to tell my mom that we just hung out at a baseball game all day. And yeah, those are some good memories. Good memories, man.
It's very good that your father was in your life.
Oh, so we gotta go.
You will not escape this realm without the help of Luzabel! For Luzabel is the only one who can save.
Oh, we can't go. Oh, that's different. Oh shit. Somehow this has got to be Loser Bill's fault. Okay, so the interdimensional demon has told me that we are currently going to be stuck here until in a purgatory-like state between dimensions until Loser Bill saves us. So this is the other thing that can save us are likes and views. So be doing that if you can. Otherwise, we might be stuck here in this interdimensional portal of purgatory for the rest of eternity. I hope that's not the case. This has been the Joe Brogan Encounter. Make sure you're doing your needs. Take your pills to stay strong, and then always don't forget to leave the house without that leg lock insurance. Peace.